Guys, welcome back. Just starting out the day. Feel like I was really good. So yeah, just cannot wait. Car's doing wonderful. Can't wait for a lot of stuff with the car. Oh, so I wanted to talk about the NSX. I know there was a recent video on the NSX. $151,000 to start with the car, and there's a lot in the NSX. It weighs a lot, which isn't really good for that classification of car. But it is interesting that they put 3 electric motors in it. It may not scream with the old NSX, and I really wanted to drive an old NSX. Maybe even buy one. I don't know. But it's one of those cars where it will always be on my list. And if it's never achieved on my list, that's okay. The new NSX also has some very interesting color options. Like the 130R white. Now, I don't know about you, but that's different. It really is. The big thing that I thought was really interesting about the NSX coloring is the white is, the number, then a code, right? But then the rest of the colors are just that. They're actual, like, red or black. There's no, like, souped up name. It just feels really awkward. So, the NSX is a very interesting vehicle. I think over time we are going to see more car manufacturers do this. There's no longer going to be pearl white, it's just going to be white. Or something of that nature. And it's very... It weighs a lot for what it is, but it's not... It doesn't... Well, everybody I've heard that's ever driven one, it doesn't drive like it weighs that much. It doesn't feel like it's a twin-turbo vehicle, even though it is, because of the electric hybrid motors. And I think Honda is trying to call a trend soon that's going to be starting to pop up. I know Ferrari made a hybrid vehicle, but I think there's going to be a hybrid supercharged or hybrid cars start popping up more and more. And I'll be very curious to see what that does to like the racing scene. So I don't think the new NSX is an NSX. I really don't. I think it's a test. It's a trim package vehicle, like an idea. And it doesn't help that it took 10 years for the vehicle to come out, from concept to actual production. But I think that was because they wanted to make the perfect vehicle. And that's, good for Honda. Now, I do think the vehicle is a little overpriced, but I also understand why it's so high on its price. The thing that really annoys me with the NSX, this is just me thinking, is there are NSX that are literally sitting on dealership slots. They're never going to move because they're asking way too much for what it is. And then they want to markup. And the reason is because in 20 years, this car is going to go up in value. You might not even own the vehicle in 5, let alone that long. So I think the NSX has a huge problem. It got priced way too high, and dealerships are going, oh, it's an NSX. People want the old one, so therefore they would want this new one. And that's not the case. So I just want to put that all out there. The NSX is much different than what it used to be. The old one was, the idea was we take the race cars and they take that engine design and they put it in the back of a vehicle and make it reliable. This one's about calling norms. So I don't think it's truly an NSX. I don't think it's not a bad car either. And with its little problems, I don't think it will be that big of a problem 5 years from now. I think every car will be like that. I think Lamborghini will be like that too. But that's just me talking about the NSX. Do I want a new NSX? You know I want one. Do I want an old one? Yes, I want one. But for two different reasons. And I don't think it should ever be like that. I wanted this car because it's a sporty Civic. And if I got an old Civic that was sporty, it would be the same thing. So, that's my talk about that. So, I'll talk to you guys later.